Good morning. Senate will come to order. The Secretary will call the roll.
Senator Brooks, Senator Buck, Senator Canizaro, Senator Dennis, Senator Donate, Senator Dondero Loop, Senator Gokachia, Senator Hammond, Senator Hansen, Senator Hardy, Senator Harris, Senator Kekeffer, Senator Lang, Senator Neal, Senator Orangel, Senator Pickard, Senator Ratty, Senator Scheibel, Senator Sievers-Gansert, Senator Settlemeyer, Senator Spearman,
Here.
and Senator Kekeffer.
Thank you. Senator Canizaro.
Thank you, Madam President. Please indicate all senators present they are here or in the building.
Thank you. Let the record reflect there are 21 senators present. Please rise for the prayer by Reverend Chad Adamick from the St. Paul's Lutheran family in Carson City.
Thank you, Madam President. I invite you to pray. Holy God, we come before you at this time to pause, to thank you for all the blessings that you have given us. Many times our lives are so full of work that we neglect our relationship with you. For that we are sorry, but you never neglect us, nor anyone else. All of us are your beloved people. For that we are grateful. Continue to pull us to yourself, guide us in our journey, and hold us close through the work done on behalf of the people of Nevada. Strengthen us as our work often challenges us. May we feel the divine presence among us. Through your many holy names we pray. Amen.
Thank you. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. Order of business number 3, reading and approval of the journal. By a previous order of the Senate, the reading of the journal is dispensed with, and the President and Secretary are authorized to make the necessary corrections and additions. Order of business number 10, introduction, first reading, and reference.
Senate Bill number 140, introduced by Senator Neal, revises provisions related to employment of offenders. End of bill.
Thank you. Senator Neal.
Madam Secretary, I refer this bill to Judiciary, SB 140.
Thank you. Senator Neal has referred SB 140 to the Committee of the Judiciary. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill number 141, introduced by Senator Brooks, revises provisions relating to public works. End of bill.
Thank you. Senator Brooks.
Thank you, Madam President. I move that we refer Senate Bill 141 to the Committee on Commerce and Labor.
Thank you. Senator Brooks has referred Senate Bill 141 to the Committee on Commerce and Labor. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill number 142, introduced by Senators Lang and Donate, revises provisions relating to local governments. End of bill.
Thank you. Senator Lang.
Thank you, Madam President. I would like to refer Senate Bill 142 to Government Affairs.
Thank you. Senator Lang has referred Senate Bill 142 to the Committee on Government Affairs. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill number 143, introduced by Senators Harris and Spearman, Assemblywomen Hansen and Krasner, revises provisions relating to care of children. End of bill.
Thank you. Senator Harris.
Thank you, Madam President. I move that Senate Bill 143 be referred to the Committee on Judiciary.
Thank you. Senator Harris has moved Senate Bill 143 to the Committee of the Judiciary. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill number 144, introduced by Senator Spearman, revises provisions relating to common interest communities. End of bill.
Thank you. Senator Spearman.
Thank you, Madam President. I move to refer Senate Bill 144 to your Committee on Judiciary.
Thank you. Senator Spearman has moved Senate Bill 144 to the Committee on the Judiciary. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill number 145, introduced by Senator Spearman, revises provisions relating to financial institutions. End of bill.
Thank you. Senator Spearman.
Yes, Madam President. I move to refer Senate Bill 145 to your Committee on Commerce and Labor.
Thank you. Senator Spearman has moved Senate Bill 145 to the Committee on Commerce and Labor. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
And that concludes order of business number 10.
Thank you. Order of business number 13, general file.
Senate Bill number 15, introduced by Senate Committee on Government Affairs, revises the provisions relating to grant procurement, coordination, and management. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in the Senate Assembly, do enact as follows. Section 1 to Section 1.
Thank you. Are there any amendments to the bill as a whole?
There are none. Section 2, this act becomes effective July 1, 2021. End of bill.
Thank you. Remarks from the floor. Senator Hansen.
Thank you, Madam President. Senate Bill 15 applies the standard of the greatest extent practical to certain duties of the Administrator of the Office of Grant Procurement, Coordination, and Management. In addition, SB 15 authorizes the Administrator to develop a manual of policies relating to grant procurement, coordination, and management for state agencies.
Thank you. Are there any further remarks? All right. Hearing none, the Secretary will open the roll.
Senator Spearman, do you vote yes or no on Senate Bill 15?
I vote yes.
Thank you. It looks like everyone's voted. Does anyone wish to change his or her vote? All right. The Secretary will close the roll. The vote on Senate Bill 15 is 21 in favor, 0 against. Bill having received a constitutional majority is declared passed. Order the Assembly.
Senate Bill number 16, introduced by Senate Committee on Government Affairs, revises provisions relating to Nevada Commission on Minority Affairs of the Department of Business and Industry. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in the Senate Assembly, do enact as follows. Section 1 to Section 1.
Thank you. Are there any amendments to the bill as a whole?
There are none. Section 3, this act becomes effective July 1, 2021. End of bill.
Thank you. Are there any remarks from the floor? Senator Orenshaw.
Thank you, President. Senate Bill 16 transfers the duty to provide staff assistance to the Nevada Commission on Minority Affairs from the Department of Business and Industry to the Department of Administration. This bill would become effective July 1st of 2021.
Thank you. Are there any further remarks? All right. Hearing none, the Secretary will open the roll.
Senator Spearman, do you vote yes or no on Senate Bill 16?
I vote yes.
Thank you. Looks like everyone's voted. Does anyone wish to change his or her vote? All right. The Secretary will close the roll. The vote on Senate Bill 16 is 21 in favor, 0 against. The bill having received a constitutional majority is declared passed. Order the Assembly.
Senate Bill 28, introduced by Senate Committee on Government Affairs, revises provisions of the Nevada Code of Military Justice. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in the Senate Assembly, do enact as follows. Section 1 to Section 1.
Thank you. Are there any amendments to the bill as a whole?
There are none. Section 5, this act becomes effective upon passage and approval. End of bill.
Thank you. Are there any remarks from the floor? Senator Dondero Loop.
Thank you, Madam President. Senate Bill 28 establishes the offense of sexual harassment within the Nevada Code of Military Justice and provides that a person who is guilty of sexual harassment shall be punished by the way of non-judicial punishment as a court-martial may direct. The bill also makes the existing code regarding sexual assault consistent with the provisions of the Uniform Code of the Military Justice of the Armed Forces of the United States and a directive from the U.S. Department of Defense. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any further remarks? All right. Hearing none, the Secretary will open the roll.
Senator Spearman, do you vote yes or no on Senate Bill 28?
I vote yes.
Thank you. Looks like everyone's voted. Does anyone wish to change his or her vote? All right. Hearing none, the Secretary will close the roll. The vote on Senate Bill 28 is 21 in favor, 0 against. The bill having received a constitutional majority is declared passed. Order the Assembly.
And that concludes order of business 13 and business of the desk for this legislative day.
Thank you. Order of business number 16, remarks from the floor. Senator Hardy.
Thank you, Madam President. I was reading from yesterday's San Francisco Chronicle an interesting op-ed from Gabriela Lopez, who is the new president of the San Francisco School Board. She made an interesting observation. She said, 6 weeks ago, I became president of the school board. Since day one, my priority has been to reopen our city's public schools safely as soon as possible. There have been many distracting public debates as we've been working to reopen our schools. And she goes on, but reopening will be our only focus until our children and young people are back in schools. Furthermore, she says, this is the last time I'll comment publicly on renaming the schools, is what she's talking about. And so she says, we will not be taking valuable time from our board agendas to further discuss this, as we need to prioritize reopening. Goes on, I want us to focus our time and our actions where they matter most, on the safety of our children and on safely getting them back into schools. I think if there's one thing I keep hearing about from parents and families, is our kids need to be back in school. And I think it behooves us as a body to make some kind of statement to that effect, because we have families in crisis, children who are going to be left behind, and I think we owe it to them to do something. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Senator Hardy. Senator Severs-Ganser.
Thank you, Madam President. I just wanted to make a note and remind everybody about the passing of Bill Raggio 9 years ago. Bill Raggio held the seat that I now hold, or comprised most of the same area. He was a statesman. There was really no one like him. He was a very generous man and thoughtful man, and he approached this body as a statesman and did a lot of great work, especially for higher ed. He was actually a Reno native, and he served in 19 regular sessions and 12 special sessions, if you can imagine that, for 39 years. So 39 years in the state Senate, and he was just a tremendous leader. I had the privilege of serving with him. I was in the assembly, but serving in the legislature with him, and I learned so much from him about being a statesperson, about crossing the aisle, about focusing on policy and what's in the best interest of Nevadans to help their quality of life and to lift our children up, and to also to think big. Again, he focused on higher ed. So the floor really was high school graduation, not the ceiling, which it seems like sometimes. And I just appreciated knowing him and the work that he did on behalf of our state. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Severs-Ganser. Senator Settlemeyer.
Thank you, Madam President. Yesterday I discussed the concept about we need to open this building up to the citizens of the state. We received a letter yesterday. I think the letter, unfairly went after one particular chair, where I think this is indicative of the whole process, that we need to do something to increase public participation, because it's not the same. The parity does not exist between coming into this building and testifying on a bill as it does testifying by video conference system or telephone or texting. The parity is not the same. In this letter, though, it was fascinating to me the number of individuals that were part of this letter, from the ACLU, All Voting is Legal, Local Nevada, Americans for Prosperity, Asian Community Development Council, Battleborn Progress, Brady, United Guns Against Violence, Care in Action, Center for Biological Diversity, Chispa Nevada, Culinary Union, Eco Madres, Faith in Action Alliance, Faith in Organizing Alliance, Families United for Justice, Fines and Fees Justice Center, Food Bank of Northern Nevada, For Future Nevada, Forest Trajectory Project, Great Basin Water Network, Human Rights Campaign Nevada, Karen Greedy MD, Immigration Center for Women and Children, Invisible Northern Nevada, Invisible Owls in Las Vegas, Innocence Project, Las Vegas National Lawyers Guild, Las Vegas DSA, Left Caucus, League of Women Voters of Southern Nevada, Make It Work Nevada, Make the Road Nevada, Mass Libertarian Project, Mia Familia Voda, Moms Clean Air Force Nevada Chapter, Empower 360, NAACP Las Vegas Chapter 1111, NARAL, Pro-Choice America, Native Voters Alliance Nevada, Nevada's Attorneys for Criminal Justice, Nevada's Coalition Against the Death Penalty, Nevada Now, Nevada Open Government Coalition, Nevada Policy Research Institute, Nevada Prison Education Project, Nevada State Education Association, Nevada Strong Families, Nevada Women's Lobby, New American Leaders, One APIA Nevada, Paradise Las Vegas, Indivisible, Power to Parent, Progressive Leadership Alliance in Nevada, Reno Sparks NAACP, Reno Strong, Fuji, Sex Workers Alliance in Nevada, Silver State Equality, Silver State Voices, Sierra Club in Tiobe, Sunrise Movement Reno, Sunrise Movement Vegas, UFCW Local 711, Unidoc Network, Elizabeth McDowell, Director, UNLV, Project Policy and Protest Clinic, Nina, and I'll butcher her name, Teresa, Certified Student Attorney, UNLV, Policing and Protest Clinic. But the point is, all these people came together to form a letter saying they want more participation in this process. And I think it's beholden upon us to start coming up with some type of a criteria that we can immediately go forward with to start allowing citizens into this building to testify on these important matters that are before us. Because to me, I think we're doing an injustice to the system by not having that. And I would like to make sure that all my reading today is put into the record, and also the information about passing of Senator Raggio. Thank you, Secretary.
Thank you, Senator Settlemyre. Are there any further remarks? All right, hearing none. Senator Cannizzaro?
Thank you, Madam President. And I guess I just wanted to share a couple of thoughts. I think we all have been in this building and outside of this building in our everyday lives, talking with our constituents, talking with our family members who some of us have not been able to see for months, almost a year, talking with people in the community who are struggling to feed their families and who are struggling to make sure that they can keep each other safe. There is nothing quite like a global pandemic to put everyone in an impossible situation. And I think the number I saw, I can't remember if it was yesterday or a couple of days before, was that we have surpassed 500,000 deaths in the United States from this pandemic. That number sits with me in an uncomfortable space. I also know that not wearing a mask, that not staying away from folks, that not taking proper precautions, and not putting the safety of those around us, our loved ones, those who we work with. And I have a job that requires me to be at work. We have had to take precautions to ensure the safety of those around us. I have done that in my daily life. We have seen hearings for court that have gone on in digital format, and it's not ideal. We've had witnesses who've testified who have been by video because it is not safe for them to be inside of the courthouse. And I think it's incumbent upon us to take those precautions, and I think that's what we have seen in this building. We have a lot of staff in this building during a legislative session that we have an obligation to make sure we can keep safe. This is not just about individually our own ability to keep ourselves safe, or whether we would be able to combat something if we were to contract it. We would be able to survive COVID if we had it. It's about also ensuring the safety of those around us. So I think it is hard because everyone struggles with wanting to open up, wanting to get back to normal, wanting to be able to do things exactly the way that we have always done them. Everyone feels that. But it is our job as policymakers to balance that with the safety of those around us. And so when I hear a number like 500,000 deaths, that sits with me. And it also weighs heavily on my responsibility in this building to my constituents, to everyone that I work with, to everyone I come in contact with in this building, to make sure we are all safe. And I just wanted to kind of share that thought, I think, because I think it's an important one. And as we're trying to figure our way through this and make sure we can still operate as a body, do the good of the people of Nevada, and make sure that their voices are heard, which we are hearing in ways that we have not heard before. There may be some bumps along the way, but we are figuring it out. We are listening. I know you probably can't talk to anyone of my colleagues here who hasn't really heard the voices of the people that they represent. And so that is happening in this building, Madam President. With that, I just wanted to move that the Senate stand in adjournment until the hour of 11 a.m. on Thursday, February 25th, 2021.
Thank you, Senator Cannizzaro. You have heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying yea. Opposed, nay. Motion is carried, and the Senate is adjourned in honor of Senator Raggio. A great man. Thank you.